Cars24 is like India's largest used car platform. We do a lot of buying of cars. We transact thousands of cars and helping people sell their cars in India, tens of thousands in fact. We also send a huge amount of cars that we sell at our 300 plus retail hubs across India. Problem was stat was very long. People used to get tired. Because of incentives, a lot of consumers wanted to do a zero-sum game. There's like a lot of moving players that happened there. So we said, what doesn't complain, what works really good, what is going to follow your instructions to the T. It's just an AI voice agent. So that is where we started leveraging AI voice agents from 11 Labs. We found that the realism in the voice and the voice modulation was something that our consumers received very well. And of course, we started deploying them very quickly. And what we also found is that, since we do so many different types of calling, like 50 plus calling teams, doing different types of callings, we figured out that, just one or two engineers are not going to be able to do it blanket across the org. So when we started rolling out the agents builder platform to our business folks, right, it was intuitive enough that they were also able to build calling agents themselves. So that just helped us also deploy these agents across the board. So we went wide, went quick. Everyone was able to experiment, and we actually saw really good, numbers. So what we did is when we deployed, AI agents in those, what we actually saw is that our lead qualification percentage improved by 10-20%. Our consumers' average duration of conversation increased as well. That means people were actually engaging quite a lot. So I think these were the two bits that we saw, right? But we saw some cost reduction and operational efficiency out of it. But at the same time, we also saw our business grow it as well. And we saw that, hey, this is just very natural. And of course, we are trying to kind of replicate it. For us, what matters is quality, right? Like I said, we're serving so many regions, so many accents, so many languages in the subcontinent, and even outside India, right? You're doing so much. When we looked at other providers that were providing voice, whether it be for the speech to text part or TTS part, what we saw is they excelled at some subset of it. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to build 10 different solutions, work with 10 different folks to kind of build one solution that kind of works. What we saw with 11 Labs is that 11 Labs used to give us a product that worked across the board, right? So that was one. Second is, when we are choosing a partner to work with, our majority of it is, can they keep up with our velocity? Because we're so much investing in growth, we are, a hyper-focused team that just wants to move, hyper-experiment, run 10 different experiments in parallel. If our partner has to kind of, go through a red tape every time to help us, to kind of, has to take 10 different decisions to just help us out, it's not something that's going to work for us. Even though if they can have the best product in the world, it's slowing us down. So that's one of the problems that we first see it is, can they keep up with our pace? And what we saw with 11 Labs is that it was very proactive, like working was very collaborative, and it was not that, hey, we are the client, we say and they do, but it's like what we found is we co-built quite a lot. That even if we were not kind of reaching out, they were saying, hey, do you need some help? I noticed that there's a spike in your traffic. Are you guys scaling up? So those kind of nuances, really helped us kind of choose across the board. And the third is the quality of innovation, right? The AI world is evolving so rapidly, it's very hard to keep up. Every week there's a new model, every week there's some new breakthrough that's happening. So you also need a provider that has their own velocity, that's able to deliver on that quality of the pace at which the industry is moving. So those were like these three parameters, right? Quality, velocity, as well as innovation, that based on which we kind of decided that, hey, 11 Labs is the right partner to work with. And it's been great working with you guys.